Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please pause for 30 seconds of silence.
Good morning, Grizzlies. I'm Hosanna.
And I'm Tatum with GNN, your Grizzly News Network. Today is Friday, February 21st, 2025.
We are celebrating love around the world this week.
In honor of Valentine's Day and celebration of culture here at Spring Valley, today is Stoplight Day. Wear red if you're taken, pink if it's complicated, and white if you're single. Get your growl points for participating this week. And an important note, the Friday assembly we were going to have today is actually going to be moved to next Friday to celebrate the end of ACT and CTE testing.
An important reminder for all juniors, ACT testing is next week. It is Tuesday, February 25th. You must be at your testing room by 7 a.m. You cannot be late, and you must have your student ID and a Chromebook charged. You may bring bottled water and snacks. Calculators will not be provided. Lunch will be served at the conclusion of testing. If you miss this day, you will be off track for graduation, as taking the ACT is a Nevada high school requirement. On that Tuesday, juniors will be the only ones coming to school. Everyone else will be working on assignments from home.
CTE testing continues next week. Congrats to all of the CTE students who passed the workplace readiness test. Keep studying for the end of program test coming up next week on the 26th and 27th. You can find practice tests on Kahoot and Blooket. Good luck, Grizzlies.
There's many clubs happening after school today. If Fiber Arts Club is for you, it will be in room 832 today. For all our gamers, our gaming club will be in the library, or check out Spanish Honor Society in room 914. If you want to learn about Filipino culture, then join FASU. It will be in room 216. Give your brain a break with Mental Health Club every other Friday in room 800. For those interested in the military, NJROTC will be in Portable 15. For our actors, Thespian Society will be in room 405. Explore the fascinating Korean culture and join Korean Club in room 207. And try out your courtroom skills and mock trial today. They are meeting in room 406. Literature Club meets every other week in room 218 to discuss books and other forms of literature. Reminder, all clubs start at 2:01 p.m.
In honor of Women's History Month coming up, NHS will be hosting a clothing drive. Any clothing that is new or gently used is welcome, but there is a specific need for shoes, jackets, t-shirts, and yoga pants. So get a jump on spring cleaning and donate some clothes you no longer wish to have. Donations can be dropped off in room 822 or room 816. We want to give a big shout out to our DECA chapter on campus. They competed at the State Career and Development Conference, where several students placed in their competitions, including Mary Jane Mills, who took 8th place, and Vanessa Alakova, who took 10th place in her event. Congratulations to everyone who took part.
Their Best Buddies Friendship Walk is scheduled, and they are hoping you will join our Spring Valley team. The walk is scheduled for April 27th, which is a Sunday. It is at Cornerstone Park at Wingham and Stephanie. Check-in for the race is 1 p.m., but the actual walk doesn't start until 2:30. Scan our QR code to register and join our team. It's the Spring Valley Grizzlies. Our Best Buddies group hopes you will consider joining them. The Visual Arts Department would like to invite you to the Voice of Art show, where some of our own students will have stuff on display. Come see over 100 pieces of art from high school students all over the district. We have 5 students from Spring Valley who have submitted art. Shout out to Isabella, Natalia, Ryan, Haley, and Jocelyn. These amazing students submitting their pieces have a chance to win up to $500 the night of the show. If you are interested in watching these students compete, join the Voice Art Show at Slonina Art Space 901 Fremont Street on February 27th from 5 to 7 p.m. We have some big senior use.
Grad Night is in the works. If you're interested in going to Six Flags with your senior class for Grad Night, there will be an informational meeting on March 5th at 2:01 in room 200. Make sure to attend and make your senior year memorable. We are currently collecting photos for the senior slideshow, which will be played at graduation and during your senior breakfast. So far, very few photos have been submitted. If you want you and your friends to be included, you must submit photos. They must be school appropriate. All submissions will be reviewed. Scan the QR code to submit them for approval. And if you want to be recognized on Senior Awards Night, you can start turning in acceptances and scholarships now. We want to know about any acceptances into colleges, trade schools, universities, military enlistments, and scholarships. Scan the QR code on the screen to upload your letters one at a time. Finally, you need to make sure you have your cap and gown secured. They must be ordered through Herf Jones. Scan the QR code on the screen to make sure you are ready for graduation day. And seniors, there are plenty scholarships up for grabs. You can find them in your weekly senior email. There are scholarships from credit unions and from the Nevada Mines Collaborative, but also there are links to national scholarships. Make sure to check your school email every week.
We're cheering on our cheer team.
Kayla has all the information. What is next for spring sports?
Our spring sports are going to be pretty active, Tatum. Congrats to our competitive cheer team. The past weekend, our Spring Valley varsity cheer team competed at the USA Nationals in Anaheim and did amazing. They went up against 8 other teams from all across the country in the hardest and highest division. They advanced to the finals and ended up bringing home second place. They were so close to first, with less than a point away from earning it. We are proud of the team, and we all get to see their winning routine next Friday at our assembly. With tryouts complete, most spring sports are alerting students to who made the teams in the coming days. Make sure you know how your coach will announce the team, and best of luck to all our spring athletes. Games start as early as next week. In local sports news, a major soccer tournament is coming to Las Vegas this weekend. Mayor Shelley Berkeley is hosting the annual Las Vegas Mayor's Cup International Showcase. The tournament will have a grand total of 1,019 teams. The event is split over 2 weekends. The first part took place last weekend, and the second will be this weekend, February 21st to the 23rd. You can find the tournaments at many parks across the valley, so check the team out if you get a chance. Now back to you at the desk.
It's almost time for lunch. What's in store for us today, Tatum?
Today, the cafeteria is serving up takeout cheese and pineapple pizza, barbecue rib sandwiches, and grab-and-go turkey wraps. If you're confused about the lunches, the breakdown is on the screen.
Or you can try out one of our food trucks. Santiago's food truck will be coming every Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can get tacos for $3 and plates for $11. Food therapy will also be coming every Friday with $10 plate options. Are you craving some popcorn today? Our Skills USA students are selling popcorn online and are hoping you will order from their pop-up site. Or you can order from our team site organized by Mrs. Kershaw. But you only have until Sunday to order. Scan the QR code on screen and get your bag of Easy Peasy Caramel Cheesy or in Queso Fire or Sweetie You Salty. Their names may make you laugh or cringe, but the popcorn is delicious. Thank you for supporting Skills.
Keep up with which vendor voucher raffles will be available this month. For this week, there will be drawing for a farm basket voucher and 2 food therapy vouchers. There will be drawings every Friday this month, so be sure to enter to win a voucher from your favorite vendor. Our school is stepping up to help families in need this weekend. SVHS and JRTC's program and the Just One Project are having their monthly food distribution tomorrow, starting at 8 a.m. You can arrive in a vehicle in the school's front parking lot to receive groceries.
The weather's been feeling nice this week.
Angie, what's the weather looking like today?
The weather's going to look really nice, Tatum. For today, we have a high of 64 and a low of 44, and on Saturday we'll have a high of 65 and a low of 42, and on Sunday we'll have a high of 70 and a low of 46, and when we come back on Monday we'll have a high of 75 and a low of 49. Are you a fan of Universal Studios and horror? Well, tickets are now being sold for their new Universal Horror Unleashed travel through the world of horror on August 14th with flexible prices at $69 to $99. Don't miss out on this great opportunity. Now back to you at the desk.
All this school year, our librarian, Miss Betchel, has been introducing us to books we might not have considered.
In today's Books with Mrs. B, she takes us through some classics.
Hey Grizzlies, welcome to another Books with Miss B. Today I want to highlight the classics. You know, the stuff that everybody is supposed to read, the stuff that English majors just fawn over. But I don't actually want to talk about the classics themselves. I want to talk about the books that I have are either the retellings of the classics or the graphic novel versions of the classics, which I love. Got a lot of Shakespeare, got The Great Gatsby, anything by George Orwell, 1984, Animal Farm, both very creepy, both excellent in a graphic novel format. Got a lot of manga. I do have Jane Slayer, okay. Got Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Nothing like a little love story with some zombies thrown in. Aisha at Last. This is a modern day retelling of Pride and Prejudice, and the main character, the heroine, is a young Muslim woman. The Wrath and the Dawn. This is the story of the Arabian Nights. Shahrazad must weave the stories every night for her king to keep her life and not get strung up. Ronit and Jamil, an Israeli-Palestinian take on Romeo and Juliet. Very needed. Show some love between the two sides. A Blade So Black. This is an Alice in Wonderland retelling. Definitely not a Disney version of Alice in Wonderland. Much more cutthroat, dangerous, violent. And one of my favorites, Enter the Body. This gives voice to Shakespeare's dead women, Juliet, Ophelia, and Cordelia. So Juliet from Romeo and Juliet, Ophelia from Hamlet, and Cordelia from King Lear. And it opens like this. The trap room beneath all the stages, anywhere. That woman with blood on her hands, for example, always wanders into the same corner every time she crashes through that great stage of fools to this space beneath, muttering to herself, but never to anyone else. The one in the nightgown with strangle marks around her neck, clutching a handkerchief like it'll save her from these men. She usually heads to a corner too after the fall, but only because she doesn't know what else to do. There's the zealot in singed armor who reeks of the fire that burned her. Or the wild-eyed queen who looks as though she died a dozen deaths before she drank the poison that brought her there. The sisters who killed one another definitely need their own corners. They crash through again and again, these women, while the boards above their heads creak with the trotting of the ones who live or die in glory. It gets to be monotonous. Grizzlies, so much good stuff in this library. Come on in, I'll help you find whatever you might want.
And Miss B is working on something special for Nevada Reading Week coming up in March.
As a part of Black History Month, we are introducing you to prominent people in our community who made a difference. Shirley Barber was a pioneer in education. She pushed for literacy programs like Reading Ground Up and provided free book fairs for underdeserved students in our school district. She also successfully lobbied for full-day kindergarten, which helped so many children here. She was also behind the start of CCSD's Academic Support and Community Science Center, which supported STEM learning. She helped implement Grandparents' Day and Career Day. Her motto was, educate the whole child. Barber Elementary opened in 2018.
And Jackie Robinson was a trailblazer who changed the world of sports and fought for equality. In 1947, he broke Major League Baseball's color barrier by becoming the first African-American player to play in the big leagues for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Despite the facing racism and unfair treatment, Jackie showed incredible strength and courage, proving that talent and determination could overcome discrimination. His legacy is not only about baseball, but also about his role in the civil rights movement, inspiring generations of people to stand up for what's right. Jackie Robinson's impact continues to inspire us all to break barriers and strive for equality.
If you missed anything important,
or if a QR code went by too quickly, you can find these daily announcements on YouTube. You can search up Spring Valley High School and look for our GNN and Grizzly logo for the correct school.
this was Hosanna,
Tatum,
Kayla, and Angie
of the Grizzly News Network. Have a fantastic Friday, Grizzlies!